Okay, I'm back, y'all. Okay, this is part 3 of season 2, episode 1, self care. Let's talk. So, just to do a little recap, see, number 1 was to know yourself and your limits. And we talked about setting boundaries. Number 2 was getting enough sleep, getting rest your mind. Number 3 was nutrition, getting proper nutrition. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds. That's just some of the things we should be getting. All the electrolytes and all that. And you have all the vitamins. Number 4 was decompress throughout the day. Just some of the things you can do. You can listen to music. You can write in your journal. I like aromatherapy, shoot. You can draw. You can do some word searches. But music therapy, shoot. Some people pick up an instrument. So number 5, we talked a little bit about, some thought to changing a difficult work situation. It varies from person to person. The best thing you can do is document the 5 W's. If there's witnesses there, directly quoting from the source. And yeah. That's what you got to do these days. It's a shame, but it got to be like that sometimes. Number 6, I know I rambled about, knowing yourself better. Forgive me. Only referring back to personal experience. Getting to number 7. This talks about, self-care means identifying what you enjoy doing and what's fun for you and make a serious effort to integrate it in your day. Very similar to numbers. Let me see. 4, as far as decompressing throughout the day. But yeah, you got to identify what you enjoy doing and go out and do it. For some people, it could be picking up a sport, that they do, or picking up an instrument. It could be doing a karaoke, but you got to do something that you enjoy. Oh yeah, I guess a karaoke wouldn't be something you can do throughout the day. But just little fun things like me. I enjoy aromatherapy, man. I will bust out my little thing of frankincense real quick, or cinnamon. Or doodle for do like a 2, 3, 4, 5 minute scribble session. It's all good. Okay, let's get to number 8. Okay, so we talked about decompressing throughout the day. That was number 4. So number 8 is decompressing after the day's work. So this is essentially leaving work at work, which is something I did not do, but I do now. You gotta separate work from home. You should. Dang, that sounded so judgmental. You should. Okay. I recommend you separate work from home. And for some people, I got it, some people might have a beer or a glass of wine. Hey, I'm not even going to get into that. I mean, just decompress at the end of the day. Decompress. Number 9. So this gets into spirituality. It says self-care means feeding your spiritual self. And for some people, it's meditation, prayer. For others, it could be doing a nature walk. It could be attending a religious service. Or any other way that you connect to your higher power. And that's really important. Let me see. And number 10. Dang, we made it. So finally, after all that, self-care means taking time to love yourself. So under this one, she states, appreciating that there's only one you and you're the expert on that. So it's okay to do self-care. For some people, self-care, it could be just sitting in silence, just listening to yourself breathe. It doesn't necessarily have to be going out and buying something or anything like that. So, just to go through all 10 of them again. So, know yourself and your limits as far as setting boundaries. Number 2, get the sleep or rest that you need. Number 3, make sure that you get proper nutrition. Number 4, decompress throughout your day. Number 5, give some thought to changing a difficult work situation. Number 6, get to know you better. Number 7, identify what you enjoy doing and what's fun for you, and make a serious effort to integrate it into your day. And then, of course, at the very least, your week. Number 8, decompress after a day's work. Number 9, feed your spiritual self. And number 10 is take time to love yourself. And that's pretty much it. And that was out of an article like 2 years ago. So May 27, 2018, Self-Care 101, out of Psychology Today. The article was written by Dr. Maria Barata, who has a book on that talks about eating disorders. But yeah, self-care is important. Shoot, after this week, this week was interesting, to say the least. But yeah, self-care is important. It's okay to take time out and slow down and just notice things. I mean, my goodness, there's a whole book out there on mindfulness. And mental health is important. Like, man, it is so important. Because the thing is, if you don't practice self-care, then eventually, you won't have balance and it'll wear on you. And you don't want that. You have to take care of yourself in order to take care of others in a way, but also to perform at your job and do other things. So that's about it. Dang, that was like the third. That's like part 3. Okay. I need to get off of here. I didn't realize what time it was over here. Shoot, I'm on Central Standard Time too. But I do want to thank people for listening to me. I know I ramble. You know, I'm a daydreamer. You shoot, I'm an INFJ personality. I'm all over the place at times. But I did want to talk about self-care because it's important. You know, mental health, behavioral health it's huge. You know, they used to say, shoot, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. That's just something that you don't want to lose. And that would go into another broadcast. But if you did, hopefully, first of all, I want to thank people for listening to me. And hopefully you got something out of this. This is just barely touching the surface of self-care. Like, shoot, that ain't even getting into, like, shoot, cognitive behavioral therapy and everything else. Shoot, and there's so many tools when it comes to self-care. I'm speaking from the perspective of a patient because, like I said, I was diagnosed with depression last year, April of 2019, and I'm in the recovery phase. And you know what? I am thankful for it because there were just some things that now, after looking, because you know hindsight is 2020, you know, there were some lessons that did need to be learned from it. And I'm even thankful for that person that, you know, they caused some issues on the job, but you know what? In the end, you really do need to forgive people. Yeah, forgiveness is definitely a big part of self-care. You just can't hold on to stuff. Shoot, they say that's like drinking poison. You drinking poison and then watching the other person. No, just don't do that. It wasn't even worth holding unforgiveness to, you know. Everything happens for a reason. I don't think it was by chance that it happened the way it did. Shoot, I finally found out some things about myself that, shoot, I didn't even know. You know. Okay, now I'm rambling. But thank you for listening to me. This is Back to the Basics. And I'm gonna continue the series of mental health. Just health in general. We got to get this together. Yeah. We got to get this health thing together. Mental health is just one aspect. We got to get this thing together. But I'm going to sign off because it is late. I didn't realize how late it was. So I looked at the clock. But I'm done. But just remember to practice self-care. Try to incorporate a few, one or two things a day. Maybe one big thing on the weekend or something. Practice self-care. Exercise self-care. Love yourself. Get to know yourself better. Please. I love y'all. Peace, love, blessings, and light. And I'm gone.